people, you guys, we reserve the seats for you guys to can join me on the stage. So we're going to have questions and answers. If you have any questions, it doesn't have to be long or anything, but if you have any questions or how we made the movie, why we made the movie, and all that good stuff. So I tried to let the credits roll so the people I thank so their name can get it. Y'all see y'all name? Y'all saw your name? Y'all saw your name? Okay, so these lovely, can we get one more chair? No, you're not good. You sit with us. No, you sit. Can we get one more chair, please? This one? No, I want you to, oh, here we go. See, the minister is, he's a servant. Look, he's getting a chair for you. I mean, what? How many of y'all preachers actually bring me people a chair? Thanks, Brother Cover. All right, so what we're going to do, we're not going to belabor this, but we'll start from the end here with Justin, and we'll just kind of pass that mic down, and you can just pass it through. And just enter the cast, just introduce yourself and the part that you, the role, your character that you play.
Hello.
Here you go.
All right, hello everybody. Yeah, you guys saw me portrayed so well recently. My name is Justin Toyer. I live here in Fayetteville, and I played Lothario in the film. I wasn't the best person in the world, and we had to watch it in a church. And so yeah, I'm gonna pass this along. Thank you all for coming out.
Good evening, everyone. I'm quite sure church members here know who I am. I'm Gail Johnson. I've been in other short films. This film was really extraordinary to me. I played Malcolm's mom, and as you can see, I was really like into my son.
Milton's mom. Milton.
Milton.
Yeah,
I said Milton.
You said Malcolm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Malcolm. Well, anyway, when Lynette asked me to do the part, I was a little apprehensive because I've never done anything comical when I played in any short films or plays, but she really pulled it out of me that day. So I appreciate that.
I pulled a lot of stuff out of a lot of people, didn't you?
Yeah, hey, it was always take one, take two, take three, but she pulled it off. And I do appreciate you for doing that for me. So the next time I'm in a comical movie, I can do it. Okay.
I'm Tiana Mathis, and I play Makdea. Thank you. I don't really have anything to say. I was asleep for majority of it.
Make something up. Just make something up.
I was asleep.
Well, I'll tell a story about you. So when she did the movie, she was a minor, so I had to get permission from her mother. So I was like, man, I can't have her kissing on this boy. I'm not going to jail. But then I said, well, it's a movie and everything like that. So yeah, she pretty much, that scene where you see where the Lothario was kind of standing over, she was asleep the whole time. She didn't wake up to the end. No, I'm serious. Didn't you? Told you did.
Yeah, I was asleep. I was asleep for 27 takes.
By the time she woke up, we were like, take 28.
Hi, good evening. My name is Christine Woodley, and I play the role in Kandace's mom. I'm from the Caribbean. I really don't know how I end up here because I'm very shy. But Kandace, you did something good for me, and I just want to say thank you for this opportunity.
To be honest with you, I really used you for your accent because I really tried to have one. I really don't have one. And you have one naturally, so I thought I would steal it, but thank you.
First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God. My name is Keith Port. I'm originally from Raleigh. I don't know how I ended up in this film, but I did. Ricardo just called me one day. He was like, hey. I was like, what's up? It's like, I got something for you. I was like, what you talking about, man? And he was like, I want you to meet this lady, and hopefully you'll work out for this part of Michael. And FYI, I'm nothing like that Michael character. I would not do that.
Usually you don't have to explain yourself, so that must say something.
I just wanted to put it out there because once again, we are in church, like Lothario said. But I'm nothing like that for real. But it was an amazing turnout. I'm very proud of the entire cast. This was my first time ever acting. I think I did pretty good. What y'all think?
You don't pat yourself on the back, wait till the second time.
My name is Ricardo Morgan. I'm a local educator and actor. Let's give a round of applause to Lynette. Well, in a short film. And I play the bartender with the serious side. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jalen Henry, and I play the role as Milton. This is my first short film period. I want to thank this one for giving me a chance.
You have a little bass in your voice because you're like, oh. But no, thank you. Actually, I got to tell the story. So he was at the basketball court and we were doing a shoot over there, and he was playing basketball. And then I said, man, we need another person. And he was walking away. I said, hey, where are you going? He said, I figured the next step y'all was going to ask me to leave. I said, no, we asked you to stay. So thank you for being there at the right time.
All right.
My name is Ann Glasgow, and I've been in plays at the church before, but this was the first time doing a production like this. It was exciting. It was unusual, but it was interesting to see how it was put together. And I truly enjoyed it. And I thank you for just picking me out of other people.
No. What's the guy? Ken. Is Ken here? Ken? Ken. Hey, Ken, you got a nice tux on. Look good. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't call you boo in front of your wife. Sorry about that. So, Ken, he works around the beat, doesn't work with me directly. And I told him I was doing this movie. Yeah, he seemed like a friendly person, so I said, wow, he's in the government, how wrong can I be? So basically, I told him I needed somebody, and he said, oh, if you come here on this day, on the Sunday, you'll meet Miss Glasgow, she's done play, blah, blah. So I showed up, and I didn't know how short you were, because you were sitting down. I didn't, no, I'm just being honest, I didn't know how short, and I was like, oh, okay, then I saw you again, I was like, is this the same lady? So, and then this one who claims that she's so shy said, I want to play your movie too. I want to play you have any actors? I do not, but I can do this and I can do that. Okay, we'll give her a try. I'm desperate. I need somebody. No. But, so that was it. So thank you too. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Keisha. I'm the makeup artist behind our project. I want to thank Lynette for bringing me on as a part of the team. I've been lead makeup artist on set of 4 different films. If you guys have your phones and you go to KeishaBoyd.com,
hey, there's not no plug for you right now.
I'm also a cosmetic chemist. If you go underneath the KP Cosmetics tab, there's products.
Okay, so Keisha has a story too. We all have a story. So Keisha, we met you in Cary, right? We drove up to Cary, and I see this girl, and I was like, I said, are you like this all the time? Are you really like nice like this? I mean, come on, stop playing. So I thought about pushing her down to see if she's gonna get mad. I was like, no, that's not in my heart to do that. But Keisha was amazing. She was just really on the spot. It's funny because we didn't see Kandace Queen for the first time until she put the makeup on me and everything. And I was like, Keisha, I don't want to look like this, I don't look like that. And she just really made it come true. And it was amazing to see you put makeup on me. And I was like, oh my God. And Keith, you right next to me.
Be rude now.
Okay, I'll be nice. Okay, so anyway, so Keisha, like I said, I just believe that God just brought everybody together for this purpose. Nothing happens by accident, and I know all of you on this stage know nothing happens by accident. It's all divine intervention. If y'all don't believe that, then sometimes y'all. But anyway, so all right, so cool. Anybody have any questions or anything about the film or anything? Anybody? Wait. You raised your hand. I hope you don't have nothing funny to say because I'm tired of my head hurts. I want to go to bed. No, oh, go ahead.
When did you move from Africa to Fayetteville?
Well, I moved in there in my make-believe mind. That was my make-believe mind. We moved to Africa to Fayetteville. I like it. That guy's funny too. So I'm gonna tell a story about him. Anytime you come into my space, anytime you come in my space, you're gonna get exposed. So I did a video, and it was called Miscarriage, and this gentleman played my husband. Honey, stand up. Oh, come on, honey. Please, honey, stand up. Thank you, honey. It was a silent film, and he actually, that was his first time acting as well. So I thought he did a pretty good job as well. So, anybody else have any questions? Oh, go ahead. Young lady, over here.
Nevaeh.
Over here, your hand is up. Makdea was a minor. She was 17. Oh, go ahead. Okay, I don't mind telling filmmaker secrets because you too can do this at home. Well, actually, what I did is I put an Alka-Seltzer in his mouth. Okay, well, we took that a couple of times. So you put an Alka-Seltzer, Alka-Seltzer drink bubbles in water. So if you put it in your mouth, it foams up and it causes that effect. What's that blood stuff, kid? You're gonna have to grow up and become a filmmaker. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why didn't Kandace tell her daughter about the circle or the power?
Well, because in this particular, the thing was her when she becomes of a certain age, and she was a minor. So, but she was, of course, we all interested at a certain age. When we get a certain age, we become interested and curious. So she didn't tell her right away because she didn't know that she was going to have to be faced with this so soon. So, but in the sequel, just come back.
Did you have to reserve the areas for the film?
Yes, we did.
The public parks?
Yes. Yes, we had to get permission. We shot most of this at Anderson Creek. And we got permission to use the grounds there at certain times and everything. So yeah, we had to get permission.
How long did it take to put the film together?
You mean from start to finish?
Start to finish.
So we shot September 1st, about 30 days. We shot about 30 days, but because I have a Job, a real Job, and most of these people have real Jobs too. But we don't have a Job, you have school, okay. So basically, we shot on the weekends, and we ran into Hurricane Florence, which was, I thought I was gonna lose my crew. But they came back after the storm. And it took me 3 months to edit because I wanted to make sure I put it together and everything. And it's not perfect, but like I said, it took me about 3 months to edit. So from start to finish, 30 days to shoot and about 3 months to edit. And even now, I'm still tweaking a little bit, but now it's still ready. It's film festival ready.
What inspired you to do this type of subject for this short film?
Well, we all have a choice in life of what we talk about and what we decide to talk about. So for me, it's something that runs rampant in my family. I'm very vocal. I'm very straightforward. So if I offend anybody, I'm sorry you offended me. But the thing about it is a lot of young girls, they have sex before they marry. And they think it's an experimental thing, like, oh, I'm just going to try this. And most of the time, the guy just goes. He doesn't see him anymore, or something happens or whatever. And I just want to, if I can reach one young lady, one person, and just say, look, you are worth it. You are so valuable. You can wait for a husband. And believe it, God does not put anything more on us than we can bear. And it may be, I know we all have feelings, we have urges, and I get it. But the thing about it is, you can wait. And you should wait for the right person. It's almost like you parents out there. Would you take your children to a babysitter if you knew they had a history of child molesting or anybody, whatever? You wouldn't do it. You would check every babysitter, every daycare to make sure that your child is in the right place, right? Of course you would. So as a woman, you owe that to yourself to say, hey, I'm gonna wait for the right man. Everybody can't get this. And that's just the way it is.
Drop the mic. I just wanted to ask you, almost every Saturday night I turn on the TV, I look at YouTube, like movies, short films. Are you going to put your movie on YouTube?
Well, no, not right away, because when you enter into film festivals, you have to keep going to Film Circuit Festival, because if you put it on social media in that way, then they don't really take you serious. It can't be publicly shown. This is considered a private screening. So it's private to people. It's not, people who came, they came, but it's a private screening. So once it goes through, it'll probably take about a year or a year and a half to go through the circuitry of it, and then after that it'll be available. But I do have a trailer. He actually was like taking the with him. Yes, I'm taking all y'all with me if y'all want to go. But y'all got to keep up, because I do like the PT. Okay. Go ahead.
I've typically done stage, I've done some commercials. This is my first opportunity to do film, so it was a learning experience for me. So everything that she told me to do was an opportunity for me to absorb it, and her pouring into me is taking me to actually book another short film after. So I had that opportunity, so thank you.
It was awesome, and I want to do it again.
I enjoyed it as well. She's very talented in what she does, and it rubs off on you to make you want to be perfect like her.
Well, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Don't say that, please. The ball's my fault. Don't say that. No, but thank you. But I'm just going to interject real quick. I pushed everybody on this stage, because when you're doing a movie, you have to give it 100%. If you are a grown person acting like you somebody else, then you better act like you somebody else in a good way. And that's the way it is, and it's acting, and that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to give it 100%. Like I was telling Tian, I am your mother. If I'm playing the role of your mother, how would you treat your mother? As a mother, I would love my daughter. So I had to show you that love, and it has to come across on film. And that's how you do it, right? All right.
You're loud.
Thank you for your honesty. Next. Yeah, see how your kids treat you?
Well, what I learned working with Lynette was how to be funny, like I said, because in other films that I've been in or plays, I was always being serious. So she brought that out of me, and like I said, the next time it calls for me to be funny in a film,